Hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my hot stuff coffee mug because we got a shout out this week on Facebook and we went from under 250 to over 500 in 48 hours, guys. Woohoo! So exciting. Yes, I'm okay, so that was cheesy, but really, I am very, very excited about it. And we have more coming up about that in a totally different video that will go up before this one. In the meantime, coffee mug, hot stuff. We are hot stuff at this point. We're riding on the wave of having hit the right person. That's what it takes sometimes. Anyway, today's tea is the Harney & Sons Gentle Chamomile. I've had chamomile before. The Harney & Sons is a little different than the one I've had before in that the tea bag is one of those big, thick tea bags, and it has the big chunks in it rather than being completely ground down the way most teas in the store are. So I imagine that this would taste different than any chamomile I've had before. What do you think? Let's give it a try. That's good. There's kind of a, I don't know if chamomile is supposed to taste like vanilla, but this one has kind of a vanilla flavor to it. Now, I do know some of that is that I put in probably way too much sugar. But yeah. There's just a hint of bitterness on the back end. You know, like when you mix a salty or savory and a sweet thing together and you get that kind of a mixture. That's kind of what's going on here. But it's towards the end of the thing, and it's not a bitterness. It's just it's a bare hint of it. It's really good. That's a chamomile I can live with. I like that. I like that. So, doing our Boxycharm this month. Before we do that, we have to get into our unfinished business. I can talk. Just too excited. Too excited. That's what it is. I'm too excited. Gonna get into our Boxycharm this month. And we have to do our unfinished business with last month's box. But before that, I am still getting over the sick that I've had for over a week. Hopefully by the time this gets uploaded, you guys, it'll be gone. But at this point, I'm still dealing with a lot of postnasal drip. You're not hearing it as much in my voice, but I am coughing a lot. So I will try to cut most of that out because they're pretty raspy coughs. And they get pretty loud and they can get, yeah, really. I'm doing fine. Don't worry. I'm getting over it. But we may end up with a lot more breaks than usual just because, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Let's get into our unfinished business with last month's box. And let's start off with, I really wanted it to work, the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale eyeshadow palette. This is actually a really decent palette. The packaging is good. It's got a nice mirror in it. I love the design, which is supposed to go the other way, but I don't want to blind you with the mirror. The pigmentation is pretty good for most of these shades that I have tried. There's very little kickback or fallout when I used it. However, this is a very, very neutral palette. And most of these shades, despite how they look on my hand, when I used them on my eye, my skin ate them up. Ate them up, they were gone. The only ones that really showed up in all of these browns is the ones that had a shimmer to them, the mattes and the darker colors. So this one worked. This one is called Break Free. It's kind of a flaky, more of a glittery topper than anything. The Pillow Fight has a slight sheen to it. That's one in the middle, but it did not show up. But because of the sheen, I can't use it for like a concealer or anything either. But most of the rest of these darker colors, they kind of showed up. Most of the rest of them just really didn't work. So what I expected, I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. I'm going to pass it on to Project Beauty Share. I'm too excited. That's what it is. I'm going to be fumbling my words all through the thing. Hope you love me anyway. But yeah, this is going to go to Project Beauty Share. You know, my daughter, she will probably one of these days come through and look through the Project Beauty Share box again. But I'm actually hoping to get that out by the beginning of December. But anyway, so yeah, it's a decent palette. It just didn't work for me. There shall also be a lot of tea drinking in this video. Your girl is so tired of being sick. So tired. Anyway, moving right along to the next one, which is this Luscious Angel Eyes. I actually didn't use this that much. And unfortunately, since it's a cream, you know, with an opening that can't be sterilized, this cannot go in the Project Beauty Share box. But like the palette, for me, I think this was a shade mismatch. It's kind of a beigey brown, and when you put it out, as you can see, it's just a beige, which is fine. However, because I use bright colors in my eyeshadows, this really didn't help in terms of the color. It worked fairly well as an actual base. If you don't, I mean, if you wear a lot of neutrals, this will probably work for you. It blends nicely, and it held its own against my problem eye, as my long-time subscribers know. I have a spot on my eye where the eyeshadow just vanishes. It doesn't melt, it doesn't fade, it just goes poof. It's there one minute, gone the next. And so it did hold up pretty well to that, but with the nude color, it just isn't light enough to make my colorful looks pop, and if anything, it seems to dull them. So I'm going to pass this on to my daughter and see if she wants to use it. She does a lot of neutral looks, and for the most part, for work. So for her, this would probably work. And if you're into a neutral type shadows in general, this would probably work for that. It's a good base. It's just for bright colors, I don't recommend it, because that nude just really seems to dull them out. More tea. More tea. More tea. So now we're moving on to the things that I really like in this box. And they did make the $21 value in the box all by themselves. And in fact, I think the blush was pretty close to that. This blush surprised me in a number of ways. This is the Laura Geller Baked Blush-N-Brighten in Tropic Hues. It looks very, very pinky in the pan, but it comes off as somewhat on the peachy side on my skin. I'm actually wearing it today. It gives a beautiful color. I was really surprised, especially with the shine, because this does have kind of almost a highlighter quality to it since it's baked. But I actually really, really like this. We're about to hear a lot of kids. So, if this is my third filming, I want to get this done. The blush surprised me because of that color shift, being rose in the pan and more peach on my skin. It's a beautiful shade. It has great pigment. It gives me a beautiful warm glow. I really, really like it, and I do intend to keep this. I have peachy blushes, and I do enjoy a peachy blush now and then. Just this one, I've actually been reaching for this one without trying, which tells me it's a really good product, and I really do enjoy it. Alrighty then, we tried to wait for them to finish unloading children, and for children to go away. Anyway, next is this Lorac Pro Lip, what do they call it? Matte Lip Color. I love the color on this. It's a nice, creamy, smooth application for the most part. I have noticed a slight patchiness to it sometimes. The color is gorgeous. It's sort of a berry brown, which is the types of browns that I will wear because I love the berries. I'm a berry girl. Thing is, it is matte. And mattes don't give me the lip slip that I like. I like it. I'm going to keep it. But I prefer to wear it with a gloss or just something that gives me a little more slip and shine over it. And today I'm wearing it with the e.l.f. lip oil. So it does play nicely with other colors. And I actually have a color pop that is very close to this color that I can mix the two together. And like I said, the only thing is it is a bit patchy. I have found that I do have to apply a little more in some areas sometimes, but beyond that, it's a beautiful color and I really like it, and it's going to be another keeper. Honestly, despite the primer and despite the eyeshadow palette, last month's box was really, really cool. Last but not least, they didn't cost as much as the box. I believe these are like $16 or $18, so they aren't that much cheaper. But this Alamar brush set actually made the box for me. Turns out so did the blush, but at the time when I opened it, this was what I was really excited about. The only brush that I've actually had any trouble with is this flat one. It is very, very stiff bristled. It's really too wide for me to use to eyeline. People have suggested you can use it for your brows. I discovered today that I can use it to do my little itty bitty highlight in the middle, in the inner corner of my eye. So I did finally find a purpose for it. I was afraid I was going to have to figure out, you know, give it up because I'm not using it, and I seriously have a load of brushes and not a whole lot of space at the point. But I'm not going to have to because I finally found a use for it. This is perfect for under the brow, and I always love these little shaders. They give you a lot of control. They pick up the color well, they apply it well, they're soft. As you can see, I have used them. I really was really very happy to get these in the box. So probably one of my favorite items. Like I said, the blush really surprised me. But between this and the blush, last month's box, well, and the lip color too. Last month's box made me a very happy girl. And we're gonna move right along. I'm too excited. I want to get to my next video I'm filming. It's gonna go up before this, so you'll know. But I'm too excited. Alrighty, so let's get into this month's box. Mine has got a bumpy in it, so there's something big and thick in there. I also noticed that it had a little dent, but hopefully everything else in here is pretty good. I have seen one spoiler that I'm really excited for, and another that I'm not sure. I've heard great things about the other. But anyway, let's open this right up. And as always, we've got our Boxy. I love it. Boxycharm. So this is our little card. They've kind of gone, look at the pretty ladies. And we have all our products in there, which we will look at another time. Let's get started. So the first thing I have in here is the one I'm not sure about, but I've heard people talk about. That's freaking huge. I'm never going to get through all of this. Huge! That's the It Superhero Mascara. That's huge! Now, I've tried a powder from It, and I wasn't too impressed with it, sadly. But I think that's all I've ever tried. So, that's huge! Oh my God! That's huge! That's the only full size I have. Maybe that's why it looks huge. That's huge! Ah, that's huge. Let's take a look at this brush. Okay, that's a brush I can live with. It's not the plastic kind. I hate those plastic brushes with the spikes. They're not bristles, they're spikes. I hate those. So that's a brush that I can live with. It's a very dark color. I'd put it on, except I'm wearing my styler right now, and my lashes are pretty big as they stand. But I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Now, this is the one that I was like, I don't know, it's another mascara. I've got 15 of them around here somewhere. Why do I need another? But I'll give that a try. That's big. So next we have the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in Lovesick. I'm not even going to open it. I'm not going to open it, not going to swatch it, not going to use it. I'm not supporting this woman. I can't. I just can't. It's bad enough she's anti-Semitic. Sorry. For me, bitch is canceled. She's anti-vax. If you're curious about my feelings about that, I do have a video on that from a little while ago. I will link it down below if anybody wants to watch it. But for me, the bitch is canceled. I was interested in trying her Locket foundation. I was interested in trying her birthday, I think it was her birthday or anniversary or something, palette that came out a few months back. No, not trying any of her stuff, not buying any of her stuff, not using any of her stuff. Just, no, this is going to go into my Project Beauty Share. It's already bought. So it's part of my box, but I'm not, no, this is going into Project Beauty Share. I don't even want to pass it on to anybody. Just don't. Just don't. Next we have, I think I recently mentioned that I've determined that I don't like peel-off masks, but I got the Dermova Lace Appeal Black Bamboo Charcoal Peel-Off Mask. Intense exfoliation facial mask with compression lace support. 2 masks and a 20 milliliter tube. I'll give it a try. There's only 2 uses in there, so I'll use it twice, and yeah. If I sound less than thrilled, I don't like peel-off masks. They take too much time, is what it is. With most masks, you put them on, you have to wait your 20 minutes or whatever, and then you wash them off. And it's, you know, unless it's a sheet mask, which I also don't like for other reasons. Peel-off masks, you put them on, you wait your 10 to 20 minutes, and then you have to sit there and pick them off because they don't peel off in a single sheet. Now, maybe the lace helps these peel off. I don't know. So we'll give it a try, and I'll get back to you on that. I'm not thrilled, though. I got a big jar. I got a big jar of Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm from Pharmacy. Now, I hear Pharmacy is kind of expensive, and I'm almost out of my Prolosophy, so something to help remove stuff from around my eyes without aggravating my skin. I did aggravate my skin the last time I wore makeup, unfortunately. So yeah, some of my spots are back. Either that, it was the weather, you know. Michael rolled through. But anyway, moving on. It's nice and sealed. I've never tried, well, it wasn't nice and sealed. These kind of seals are kind of a joke. They don't really, I would much prefer to have to peel my seal off than this, because someone can open this and very easily take that top off and get into there. But as you can see, it's kind of a green color. Doesn't look like anybody's touched it anywhere. So let's try it on our lippy from last month. Let's try it on our Lorac. Just put a little bit on my finger. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. My only concern with it is the fact that it's not a liquid. My Prolosophy is a liquid, so it's really easy to apply. I may have to find a way to apply this without using my fingers. It's going to be gentle on my eyes. Maybe a sponge or something. But other than that, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy to have that. That's going to be very, very useful in the future. And finally, the thing that I was excited about. Oh, yes. It's been a good day. Mostly. Other than trying to hack up a lung. It's been a good day. One of my plants, my tomatillo plant that I was giving up on, is finally giving me a tomatillo this morning. I am sounding better. I hit 500. I have my Boxy. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. So this is the Pure Midnight Masquerade Face Palette. It comes with 6 shadows. Trying to figure out if these are supposed to be, it looks like 1 blush, at least 2 highlighters, and possibly a bronzer. Come on, I want to open. I gotta get a knife. Be right back. I can open things when I have a knife. Whoa. I love this packaging. This is beautiful. Yes, Sora. Oh, actually, that was Gambit. Jingle, jingle. Yeah, you, pretty boy. And of course, the inside packaging is the same. It is cardboard. That's beautiful. I love that packaging. That's gorgeous. Oh, whoa, those are nice. This is nice. I forgot, Pure likes to put stickies on the stuff that's protecting it. So let's start with, these are the blushes and highlighter. I think this one could be used as a bronzer possibly, but it's got a shine to it. Let's go ahead and, I hate to mess up the pretty pattern. Look at the pretty pattern that I've messed up. It's pretty. All right, let's take a look at what we do here. Oh, that's a pretty color. That's a bit light. It's a bit pink. That's nice. Okay, so for me, these are 2 blushes and essentially 2 highlighters. This one, in terms of the color of brown it could be a bronzer, but with the shine that's in it, I wouldn't use it as a bronzer. So these 2 here are highlighters for me, and these 2 are blushes. This one is a bit on the bright pink, but that's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I love that color. That's beautiful. Can't wait to play with that. That's gorgeous. That was really nicely pigmented too. I'm really excited about that. I still use the, I don't use the Beachy palette they did as much. I still have it, and I still like it, although I do have other colors, so I may eventually end up decluttering that at some point. But I do like that turquoise that's in there. And I still have the Sculptor palette that they gave us. Here is the eyeshadow colors. Those are beautiful. Those are gorgeous. Okay, I've got to try. Oh, and I don't think any of this will actually dye on my skin. Well, this Mask Off might. It's kind of a different color. So here's the bottom row of 3. Oh, that's beautiful. That's the bottom row of 3. I bet you using those on my eyes, they'll be beautiful. Beautiful. The only one I guess I'm really, really worried about after seeing this goldish color, it's sort of a more, it's not a bright gold. It's a nice, almost a tarnished gold. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. So the only one I'm really worried about is this supposed silver exposed. Silver tends to, if it's not the right kind of silver, it tends to just go gray on me. So let's take a look at the top row. Okay, so the brown might end up being problematic. Oh, that silver's nice. That's beautiful. If I use that brown in the right way, I bet you I can get it to work. It's right on the border of something that my skin would eat alive. And the silver works. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Sorry, brief interruption there. Husband just came home. He's had a good day too, so that's a good thing. It's on his last weekend in his old job. So anyway, back to this month's box. I'm actually, you know, I'm not too thrilled about this, but it's, oh, I'm willing to give it a try, and I need to drink my tea. Not a tea that goes cold well. Anyway, I'm willing to give this a try. Not particularly thrilled. I'll use the 2 uses and I'll get back to you on it, but it's a peel-off mask. I don't, yeah, not been happy with those. Again, something I'm willing to give a try. This is huge. I wasn't expecting anything this big, so this will be interesting. This is very, very cool, and I'm already in love with the palette. Already in love with the palette, and very, very excited to use it and let you know how it does. It's beautiful. The colors were gorgeous and everything. Anyway, and of course the Kat Von D, which is in our Project Beauty Share box right now, and gonna stay there. Canceled. Anyway, so I hope you like what you've seen, and welcome to all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Please subscribe. I would love you for it. We're trying to barrel our way towards 1,000. I had hoped to do a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers, but we'll have to see how quickly that happens because, like I've mentioned previously, we are in a period of change and the holidays and all of that stuff, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll have to see how it goes. But I do hope that if you're not a subscriber, you will subscribe. If you don't subscribe, honestly, that's okay. I get it. I get it. Really, I do. A lot of people I watch once or twice and decide, not really for me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. If you are a subscriber, by the way, check your notification bell because those bells are still getting knocked off for me. And you want to make sure your little bell is turned on so you know the next time I upload. And with that said, I hope that we do see you all again. And when we do, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. You all have a great day.